gentlemen, and welcome along to an absolutely glorious North Yorkshire. And today we're out with a customer and operator of a Fendt Ideal 9T combine. So we've come out today, get their opinion of it, and the opinion that counts today is Mr. Gavin Wilson here. So Gavin's going to run us through the combine, what he thinks of it so far. So as ever, before we do that, Gavin, if you could tell us a little bit about sort of what you do here at the business and a little bit about the business as well.
Well, we're based on Staxton. We have about 4,000 acre of combinable crops: wheat, winter barley, rapeseed and spring barley. Most of it goes back into pigs that we breed. What we don't use, we sell back on the open market.
So the area that you combine, is most of that yours, or is some of it rented, or how's it work for you guys?
Yeah, the majority of it is our own. We do rent about 1,000 acre from local estate.
And what's your role within the business, apart from combine driver today?
My main job is combining. I am the arable foreman, so look after the day-to-day running of it with the farm manager.
Right, so onto this combine then, the Fendt Ideal 9T. How long have you been running this one?
This is our second season with it. So we've done about 2,500 acres last year, I think.
Yeah. And how's it gone so far in that time?
Very good. We've had 2 O-rings go on it and a clutch for the drive on the belts on the header. Yeah. And that's been it.
That's it in all that time?
Yeah.
And do you run it alongside any other combines? Without naming any names. You may see them in the background.
Yeah, we have a yellow one and a green one.
Right. And did this combine replace any particular model when you got it, or?
No, it didn't. The green one is in its 14th season now. So it's a bit tired, so we got this to replace that, but we still use the green one. We planned on using it as a backup, but it is out every day. It just makes harvest a lot quicker.
Yeah, that's it. I suppose in the catchy season, that's where they really come into their own, when you're running 3 of them.
Yeah. The idea is you can start later in the morning, finish earlier on the night. Yeah. Just do more in the day.
That's it. And did you feel, I know, because the Ideal combines are still fairly new to the market, did it feel like much of a gamble when you were sort of weighing up combine decisions?
We were concerned, like you say, it's a new combine, it's a new out. There's going to be some teething problems with it, but we've been very lucky and we haven't had them problems. It just ran. Yeah. So yeah, we did anticipate issues, but we haven't had them.
And how does this this combine compare to some of your previous combines, or compared to the other 2 that you're running alongside today?
Capacity-wise, it just runs rings round them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really does. But it is if you put them in the categories, it's like 7, 8, 9 series. This is a category above the other 2, so it should, but it really does. Yeah. It embarrasses them.
Say that with a smile on your face. Bit of a grin going on there. And what sort of work rates are we talking?
Tons an hour. You sat at 70 tonne an hour. I've seen it just short of 198 point something.
Yeah. But a 70 tonne, that's an easy.
Weight, yeah. You sit there most of the day. It's low today because I'm in a light crop and I'm chopping on a hillside and I'm just struggling for power. Yeah,
I'm going to say you're using all of the power today.
Yeah.
Every bit that it's got. And then what sort of field sizes have you got in this area? What do you sort of have to deal with?
Anything from 15 acre to 200 acre.
Right.
Now, today we're in an 80 acre field, but it's got a beetle bank down the middle. But there's also a game strip in the middle of it. Yeah, they're all sorts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got some good obstacles to play with today.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, I mean, let's get sort of stuck into it. I mean, proof's in the pudding, as they say.
Yeah.
What sort of grain sample like? Losses been like? Things like that?
We tend to run them at like the same loss. All the combines that we have, but this is doing so much more an hour at the same loss.
Yeah.
But I was doing 70 tonne an hour the other day, average, and we chucked the tray under it, and there was 42 grains in the tray. For a 0.5% loss, there should have been 80 something. So it's like 0.25% loss.
Right. So that's perfectly acceptable.
Yeah. That's at 70 tonnes an hour.
And then moving sort of towards the back of the machine, what's, I mean, we're chopping today obviously, but what's straw quality been like out of it?
Yeah, very good. Better than the other two.
Yeah.
A lot better. The green one smashes it a lot. The yellow one not so much, but this is, you know, full length of straw.
Yeah.
All day, every day.
And do you often bale a lot of that yourselves as well?
We have contractors that do all our baling. All goes into quadrants. They don't like baling behind this.
They don't?
They don't. It's a real tall, narrow swath.
Right.
If they have a crop roller on, it's not so bad. You know, they squash it down a bit. But if it does get wet, this is the fastest one to dry out.
Ah, because it's stood up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, so there's a bit of couple of pros and cons to it.
Yeah.
Right. And yeah, moving to the front of the combine, header. What we got on here?
It's a 35-foot power flow. Yeah, like it. Very good, feeds very well.
This will be something a little bit different for you guys, is it? Having that belt, bringing it back?
Yeah, it is. The green one, they're both vary feed, so you can push them out, adjust your knife. This is a fixed knife on it because it's got the belts on. But yeah, it feeds lovely. No matter what you put in, it just feeds.
And how's it compare, sort of like, you know, the feed of the crop going from, you know, all the different crops you've been through this season? What's it sort of been like?
We struggle with the other two in rapeseed.
What were the other two combines?
We do, yeah. We grow a really tall rape, and the other two struggle to feed it. Where this, it just doesn't. It just goes in.
I suppose once it's on that belt, there's no choice. Then it's coming back towards the combine. And what's sort of like feed presentation like? I mean, it looks like it's sort of heads first sort of thing.
Yeah, yeah, it is. Generally heads first. It might, you know, as you go down a hill, it might change slightly. Buffers a bit, but yeah, it's good.
But like I say, I mean, we are going down a fair old hill today, and it's just sort of, it's kind of stacking there, but it's keeping coming, isn't it?
Yeah. You look at it and you think that's not actually moving, but it is.
And does the, I suppose you could say, the extra length out in front, does that, what's that like, you know, in corners and even towing it as well? Does it add a bit more bulk, you could say, to the header?
It certainly adds width to it when you've got it on the header trailer.